Yeah, what's up, YouTube? This your boy 071D Smoke. Um, with a live reaction video. Shout out Stay Awake. Stay Awake True Crime. You know I love true crime, so gotta react to this one. Just dropped a couple hours ago, so yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get into it. Shit ain't working.
On May 17th, 2019, two detectives were on their way to a home in Oceanside, just outside of New York City. They came bearing bad news.
How you doing, ma'am?
This is Valerie Cincinnelli, a highly decorated police officer who has spent the past 12 years with the NYPD. The clip you're watching is her apprehending a bank robber back in 2017.
How you doing? I'm Detective Finnegan, Suffolk County Police Department. This is my partner.
Okay, I'ma just say this, man. I don't know how y'all feel. She looked guilty. She looked guilty. She looked like she did something. I don't know what she did, but she did something. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, though, if I was the police, shorty guilty, you know what I said? She guilty, bro, but yeah, come on, man.
Detective Fandry.
Hi.
Is your husband Isaiah Cavallo?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
her husband.
Is it okay if we come in for a minute?
Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir? Is this family or?
Yeah.
Okay. Mind having a seat for me, please? I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that Isaiah was found dead this morning.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my bad, you two. Okay, I get it. You see, I will be a horrible cop. For some reason, I thought she looked guilty. I don't know. She kind of answered the door like a crackhead. She kind of answered the door like a meth head. I ain't gonna lie, but she a police, so it is what it is. But RP to, whoever, sorry for her loss. Let's get it.
Valerie's husband, 32-year-old Isaiah Carvalho, had been shot to death while sitting in the
Carvalho.
driver's seat of his car. He was parked in a marina parking lot 50 miles away in Shirley, New York.
Like he's sure, like he's not at the hospital or something.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
what do you mean?
Valerie, you know we wouldn't show up and knock on anybody's door without being 100%, okay? Crime scene's there, the medical examiner's there.
Wait,
I know, I'm sorry.
I don't even believe you. Like,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Just like.
See, now that's like, so boom. When somebody really in shock, like I remember when, they told me that my homie died in a car accident. I was in a car accident, my homie died right next to me. I lived, my girl lived, he died. When they told me he was dead in the hospital, I was just like Shorty. I swear to God, I did not believe it. You just don't want to believe it. You go into shock, man. Shit is crazy.
It doesn't feel real right now to me. I'm sorry.
Don't
like,
feel
I can't
real.
really believe this. Like, I'm a cop. Like, I
You
can't
really
believe
just
this.
don't
You are
want
a
to
cop?
believe it,
Yes.
man.
Where? In the city?
Yes. Oh my God.
I know this is a very difficult time, okay? This is a very, very early ongoing investigation, okay? And as I'm sure you do understand, the more information we can get sooner, it's better for
Sit
your
down.
husband.
Yes, sit. I have a 5-year-old with him.
Is the 5-year-old here?
He's at school. Yeah.
So do you have maybe like a box of tissues you can bring for?
I don't know. Is it me or something just seemed off? But everybody grieved differently. It's the first couple. I don't know though. Me, I'm just personally feeling like later on in the video, we only 2 minutes in, I feel like they gonna say she knew something or she knew the dude. You know what I'm
can we get
saying?
something
Something
for her?
like that.
You like some water?
We gonna see though.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you as like a cop, but I just.
Valerie, I don't need you to be a cop right now, okay? You can be a wife and a mother, okay? But I do need you to try to answer some of these questions. You don't know of anybody that would want to harm him? Anyone want to hurt your husband?
Hey you, are you tired of not being able to look up how to do CPR on your grandma because YouTube is showing you a 2-minute ad for
fuck?
Pizza Hut?
No.
Is there any like financial problems,
Pizza
like
look
drugs,
good, I ain't gonna lie.
alcohol, gambling bets, anything like that?
I know. The only thing I know that it's like I don't want to. I don't want to like.
Isaiah can't get in any trouble. Okay.
Okay.
She
Okay.
knows
So like,
that
something.
way,
She
but
knows something.
you can only help us help him and help
What y'all think, squad? She knows something? Yes or no? Yes or no?
your family.
Valerie tells the detectives that Isaiah works for the construction equipment company Caterpillar, but has a lucrative business on the side as a fireworks salesman. The detectives asked if any of Isaiah's customers might have been capable of a crime like this. Valerie could only think of one big-time client who Isaiah said was a bit shady, but couldn't imagine why there would be any bad blood.
and I mean like big time fireworks. And I know Isaiah sells it for him,
Okay.
or like delivers it for him, or whatever.
Has
That's
he,
the only
has he
thing.
ever mentioned, like, did he screw over a customer, or was someone...
What does she mean by fireworks? Are you talking about guns? Guns? Fireworks? Like, fireworks? Or what's up?
mad at him because
No,
of the
no.
fire?
I feel like this isn't even real. I really do.
It's very real.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't real.
Clearly, Valerie was going through a roller coaster of emotions, devastated by her tragic loss. The first time Valerie laid eyes on Isaiah was back in 2010. She was a single mom working at the 106th Precinct in Queens. At this job, she specialized in helping victims trapped in abusive relationships as part of the domestic violence unit. One of her colleagues was Isaiah's stepfather, Patrick Roach, who had been with the police department for 27 years. She saw a picture of Isaiah on Patrick's desk and asked who it was. She then asked whether or not he was single. Patrick then set Isaiah and Valerie up on a date, and the rest is history. 4 years later, they were married, and not long after, they had a son. They named him Sal. However, Valerie's zest for life with Isaiah slowly faded. Over the next 5 years, her eyes began to wander, and everything changed when she met this man. This is John Daruba. In many ways, John was...
What they mean her eyes began to wander? What that mean? Her eyes began to wander? So like, boom. So like, she was looking elsewhere for affection, or she just wanted relations outside the relationship.
was a jack of all trades. He made money by flipping houses, running a tattoo parlor, acting, owning a bakery, and even writing his own cookbook called Shut Up and Eat. But perhaps the most fascinating thing on his resume was his job as head of security for the glam rock band Trickster back in the 90s, or the short time that he acted as a personal bodyguard for late comedian Sam Kinison. But by January of 2017, John's glory days were over. He was now a divorced single dad to his 14-year-old daughter. But things were about to change. He was walking down the street when Valerie pulled up in her police cruiser simply to flirt with him. She told him that she was unhappily married.
Whoa, that's crazy. So she literally in her police car driving around. I didn't know females got down like that. You know, I guess some do, but wow. So she pulled up on him, and you know, he probably feeling himself. He like, oh, she a police. You know, that's crazy, man. That make me, I don't, nothing against the females, but man, that just make me don't trust y'all. You feel me? Like, you know, the only females I trust, my mama, my sister, you know, my daughter.
John wanted to stay in touch, so Valerie told him to follow her on her Instagram at Homicide Hands. Over the following months, messages turned into meetups, and the two secret lovers were constantly sneaking around, seeing each other behind Isaiah's back.
Okay, so she found her a little sneaky link. She looks sneaky too, don't she? Just look at her. Look at her smile. I don't know if I could trust that smile. I ain't gonna lie. She looked real. I had a female who had smiled just like that. I swear to God on bro. Shorty she was a super sneaky link. Matter of fact, she was my sneaky link. So I should have knew that she was sneaking around on me on bro.
Even when
What's wrong with
Valerie
me,
and
man?
Isaiah went away for a vacation, Valerie was
What's wrong
sending
with
John
you, Jack?
pictures in her bikini and drawing his name in the sand. Things quickly became even more serious, to the point that John even met Valerie's children. But when they asked what his name was, Valerie told them his name was Mary. John initially felt guilty for coming between their marriage.
Hold on. Y'all just hear that? She told the kids his name was Mary. So I'm assuming she did that because if the kids said something about him, they would say the name Mary, so the dad would assume they're talking of a woman. I don't know that. I don't know why would Mary. He man, look at this big bald white dude, look like Stone Cold Steve Austin uncle, and he goes by Mary. I don't know.
But Valerie told him
That
that
don't make no
Isaiah was
sense.
controlling and abusive, and she was going to get a divorce as soon as possible. This made John feel as if fate had brought them together and that he could be Valerie's knight in shining armor. 7 months into their affair, on July 12th, 2017, John was picking Valerie up from her house since Isaiah was supposed to be at his mother's house for the day. However, when he arrived, Isaiah's vehicle was still in the driveway. Because of this, John decided to park a few houses up the street and text Valerie asking what was going on. As he waited for a response, 2 police cruisers arrived. Multiple officers went into the house, and when they came back out, Isaiah was with them, in handcuffs. John was eventually able to ask Valerie what happened. Apparently, she was arguing with Isaiah when he smacked her phone out of her hand. The same story she told police. Isaiah ultimately pled guilty for disorderly conduct. He then moved out of the house and filed for divorce. And with Isaiah out of the picture, John stepped in as the provider, and then some. He spent an exorbitant amount of money on Valerie for things like vehicle repairs, jewelry, clothes for her and her kids, and so on. But John may have spoiled Valerie a bit too much because her behavior suddenly began to change. Anytime John would spend money on someone else, including his own daughter, Valerie would get jealous. This jealousy escalated from small faces of disapproval to scolding to full-on berating him. And it didn't end there. On one occasion, John received a harmless text from his daughter. When Valerie heard the notification go off, she asked John who he was texting. He brushed it off and said it was probably a marketing email. But Valerie could sense that he was lying, so she reached into her duffel bag and pulled out her gun. She pointed it directly at John's head and said, "If you ever lie to me again, I'll blow your head off."
Wow, you guys see this? And this is supposedly a police officer, woman, lady, whoever. So that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Man, look, I'm in Minnesota. They got a charge called terroristic threats. If somebody do that to you, point the gun at your head and say this, that, or whatever, they going to jail. Like, they going to jail. I'm pretty sure that's a domestic assault too. Out here, you can get a domestic just for causing fear. You don't have to touch them. You can literally say something to them and now they're scared. Domestic assault. That's crazy. If you ever lie to me again, I'll blow your head off. Wow, that's crazy.
Directly following this incident, John contacted the NYPD and reported the issue. Since this was also her workplace, her superior confiscated her firearm and placed her on modified duty for the time being. John was also granted a no-contact restraining order, which meant Valerie had to maintain a distance of 500 feet away from him at all times. Since she was not allowed to contact John or his daughter whatsoever, this marked the end of Valerie and John's relationship. John could
If you're serious about print on demand, you
Told
need to
y'all.
try Kittle.
Hey,
Kittle
listen,
makes it so easy
I
to
could
find
tell
professional
from
templates.
the beginning
finally
she
move on
was
from this
suspect.
fiasco. However, the heart wants what it wants, and despite everything that had happened, John's heart still wanted Valerie. He initially fought this feeling, but ultimately did a 180. He dropped the restraining order and the two reconciled. They decided to give their relationship one last
She
shot.
kinda
Surprisingly,
pretty, though.
things actually seemed
Well,
to
when
work
she-
out well
when
for
she
the
got-
couple.
when she got
So
makeup
well
on,
that by
she
the end of
pretty.
2018, John had moved in with Valerie and her kids. The only catch was that John's daughter wasn't allowed to move in with them. Valerie convinced John to have his daughter move in with her friends who lived nearby. Then, one day at work, an inmate that Valerie was transporting attempted to assault her, nearly breaking her shoulder in the process.
Whoa.
She underwent surgery, and then John took care of her while she was bedridden for several weeks. During this time, Valerie's mental health quickly began deteriorating. On top of powerful painkillers, she also began taking a plethora of psychiatric drugs. Her jealousy regarding John's daughter was as intense as ever. She was constantly stalking her social media and even told John to cover up a tattoo of his daughter's name. John was so blinded by love that he agreed. But things really went south when she learned that her ex, Isaiah, might be entitled to a large portion of her police pension following their divorce. Apparently, this caused Valerie to snap. Valerie asked John if he knew anybody who would be willing to kill not only Isaiah, but John's own daughter as well. John acted like he was cooperating with her wishes and gave
Wait,
her multiple
what?
chances to back out.
Hold up.
But Valerie
What did they say? She asked what? Kill him and his daughter. Hold up.
asked John if he knew anybody who would be willing to kill not only Isaiah, but John's own daughter as well. John acted like he was cooperating with her wishes and gave her multiple chances to back out. but Valerie was determined to get the job done. So John had no choice but to contact the authorities, and the FBI was put on the case. In order to confirm what John was telling them, they had him wear an audio recording device to record his conversations with Valerie. John continued to play his role as the loyal boyfriend and willing accomplice. He was so dedicated that he and Valerie even got matching tattoos that said, "Till death." John then pretended that he found their killer for hire, and although Valerie was growing impatient over the following weeks, he assured her that the wheels were turning and he was actively getting updates from the hitman.
Well, last Sunday he scoped it out. He went down there, he searched where they were, he found where they were, he searched where Isaiah was, and he was looking for them. That's what he did. Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't give a. Do whatever you want.
John kept up the act like his life depended on it,
Damn,
repeatedly
she sound
expressing his
evil.
concerns about the logistics of
She
the plan
sound
and how
evil,
they
guys.
might end up seeming suspicious. Valerie, however, didn't seem to be concerned.
I think Isaiah, I think is very suspicious. On one weekend, they're both dead.
Okay, so take care of yours, and then wait a month.
Take care of my daughter this weekend, kill her this weekend, and then wait a month for him? Like, well, like what do you...
Or a week. What do you want me to tell you?
Eventually,
I don't
posing
get
as
why
the
does she
hitman,
wanna
the
kill
FBI
his
texted
daughter?
John saying that the hit was set to happen soon.
What do you want to talk about, Colin? What do you want to talk about?
I have text message from the night. They believe in
Oh, a text message saying what?
this weekend.
So let me see it.
No, you texted me earlier. I erased it. I don't want to keep it on my phone. Listen, I'm really stressed out about it. Stop. You're like...
You're really stressed out about this?
Yeah.
Every week it's going to happen and nothing happens.
It's going to happen this weekend. I'm telling you. It's going to happen this weekend.
With the hit right around the corner, the couple
Wow.
hashed out how they wanted the hits to happen. They started by discussing the order in which they would be killed.
Think about that, man. This is somebody that literally, I think they said they got married or some, whatever. They had a very, very, like, deep, intimate relationship. They was in love, had kids, and she could literally turn on him and want him murdered for, I don't even know why, like, over money. Like, that's crazy, yo. That's wild. Like, man, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, what's your choice?
Who do you want to go first? Isaiah or her?
Why are you asking me? Who do you want to go first?
Never mind.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Then Isaiah.
Wow.
And it's going to happen. And I really get that.
With Isaiah being the first target, they decided to make it seem like his death was somehow tied to his fireworks business.
Killed over fireworks? Well, money.
No, the money that you have from selling them.
So like somebody robbed them?
Exactly.
Well, how much money did he carry?
Thousands.
Yeah, but that's not until July.
No, it's now. Starts in the beginning of May, actually. It goes all through May, all through June.
And he has thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he does.
So it looks like a robbery then. One bad.
They then brainstormed how John's daughter would be killed. Valerie did not mince her words.
What do you think? Or what about how she doesn't sell fireworks?
No, she's just a whore.
So how would that be done? He doesn't want to go by school.
Run her over. How about that?
You run her over?
As damning as these recordings were, detectives wanted to milk John's Oscar-level acting abilities for any evidence they could get. On the morning of May 17, 2019, the FBI asked John to meet them in a discreet nearby area. When John arrived, the detectives provided him with a jacket and asked him to put it on. The jacket was equipped with a hidden camera.
This is Special Agent G with FBI. The date is May 17th, 2019. He's going to be conducting a consensually monitored conversation between himself and Valerie Cincinnati.
They then told John to go about his day like any other, act natural, and be prepared for something big. He took this advice and started his day by heading back to Valerie's house, where he helped Sal get ready for school.
Come on, 9:04. Time we get you in the car. Time we get you over there.
On the drive there, John became overwhelmed with emotion, trying his best not to worry Sal.
You crying?
No. I'm not. I'm just happy.
John gave Sal one last hug, unsure if he would ever see him again.
See, that's sad, man. He building like a real connection with her kids, and like whole time, you know, he knows that that little kid's mom is evil. So he probably don't know what's gonna happen to the kid. Of course, hopefully they go to the dad, but man, that's just sad, bro. Look at the world we live in, man. This the world we live in right here. Like, we got evil motherfuckers out here like this, man. This shit's crazy.
I love you.
On the way back to Valerie's, John sent a voice message to his daughter.
Daddy loves you. I'll be coming for you soon. We'll be together forever. I love you and I'm sorry. Just be careful and be safe. Watch your surroundings, please. I love you.
John made it home, where Valerie was sitting in the kitchen lurking his daughter's social media.
Tonight's Friday. That's when she leaves, every Friday, to go to Queens every Friday.
Yeah, so how do you know where she is? How do you know?
That's how I know.
Well,
She posts it all over the internet. That's how I know.
Their conversation was cut short by some unexpected visitors, finally bringing us back to the body cam footage at the beginning of this video.
Who's that? Landscaper?
How you doing? I'm Detective Finnegan, Suffolk County Police Department. This is my partner, Detective Fandry.
Hi.
Is it okay if we come in for a minute?
I knew it. What did I say in the beginning of the video? That's crazy. I know I had took it back. I said something like, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought you fit, but put it like this, bro. Put it like this. Let's start there. Put it like this, bro. Shorty look evil. She look like a meth head. She look like a... I'm telling you, bro. Matter of fact, I wouldn't doubt that she was probably getting high, bro. I ain't gonna blame it on no pills or her getting high, but she just evil, shorty. I swear to God. She evil. Let's start there. Do your homework on being evil.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that Isaiah was found dead this morning.
Are you kidding me?
This is a
Wow.
very,
Now
very early,
we
ongoing
know
investigation.
some context. Now we can see that she's acting. Okay.
It's very real.
Is she a
Unfortunately,
good
you wouldn't
actor?
be here if it wasn't real.
The detectives
Is she
then
a
leave
good
the
actor?
premises.
All right, thank you.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Again, you have our condolences.
But John's hidden camera is still recording inside the house.
Well, I guess they're both gone. Nobody's gonna get in touch with me. She's gone. Now what? What do we do now?
No.
Although Valerie got what she asked for, it seemed that she was having some regrets.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna go to hell and my son's gonna hate me.
Yes, you will. Like, you are going to go to hell. Like, I mean, I know God forgives all. You know, you can still be saved, Miss Lady, but, you know, what you did was, you know, that's some shit that will send you to hell. You taking one of God's children, not alone just that, your husband, your child's, your kid's dad. Like, how selfish could you be, woman? And then on top of that, when they say, okay, boom, the job's or whatever, he passed away. Now she don't even know. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, God.
So now what?
I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's all gonna blame me.
How's it gonna blame you? You have an alibi. You're home. What the?
Delete
Good.
your text.
I do delete my texts.
From me. What?
You just texted me.
John opened the text message from the hitman and discovered that it wasn't actually a text. It was a picture of Isaiah's car, taken directly following the shooting. Inside the vehicle, they could see Isaiah hunched over.
Why would he text you that? Is he stupid?
What Valerie didn't know was that earlier that day, the FBI met with Isaiah and told him that Valerie had tried to put a hit on him.
Told me we don't know how to tell you this, but your wife put a hit out on you. I was shocked. I'm completely appalled.
The detectives weren't just there to talk. They needed Isaiah to help them with something.
Yeah, like, we need your help. We're going to need you to do something for us in order to further our investigation.
The plan was that they were going to fake Isaiah's death and take pictures of it.
They had me sit in my car, they put glass on the floor and all over me, and had me hunch over into the passenger seat.
It seemed that this mise-en-scène was enough to fool Valerie. Upon viewing the photo, paranoia and panic immediately set in.
Oh my God. Who the glass?
Why would he text you that?
I don't know, I'm gonna erase it quick.
It doesn't matter. Are you dumb?
I'm just gonna erase everything. I'm gonna throw the phone away.
It'll show that he sent you this. Are you kidding me? I said 10 days they could subpoena messages.
They're not gonna find him. They're not gonna find him. How are they gonna find him? How are they gonna find him? I gotta erase
They're
all
gonna
this.
get these texts, you dumbass. They can subpoena these photos.
Suddenly, there was another knock at the door.
FBI, put your hands up. Up.
Wow, they came in. They came in, man. I need to get a soundboard. The FBI, open up. FBI, open up. Hey, they came in. She said, put your hands up, shorty. Put your hands up, shorty. Man, how she feel now? Dumb, stupid eye.
Stand up.
FBI agents poured through the front door, and both Valerie and John were put in handcuffs. Valerie was escorted out of the front entrance, while John was taken out the back. Following her arrest, Valerie's house was thoroughly searched by authorities. She was booked into a federal detention center in Brooklyn, where eventually everything was revealed to her. It wasn't long before the media caught wind of Valerie's arrest.
Yeah, man. Hey, what Chris Brown say? He said
The story spread like
these
wildfire.
girls ain't loyal.
A murder for hire plot involving a former
Man, that's
NYPD
an
officer.
understatement.
Former officer Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
Valerie Cincinnati.
She was facing 2 murder-for-hire charges and 1 obstruction of justice charge. Valerie pled not guilty.
Everybody needs to afford this woman the presumption of innocence and wait a short while. Our investigation is already bearing fruit. This has taken a tremendous toll on an innocent woman. She misses her children. By all accounts, she's a wonderful mother.
While all of this was taking place, Isaiah and Valerie also continued navigating the divorce process.
Cincinnati appeared today at a divorce court hearing with the estranged husband she's accused of trying to have killed. During that hearing, Isaiah Carvalho was given temporary custody of their 5-year-old son. An investigation by Child Protective Services was also ordered. Cincinnati and her estranged husband's attorney spoke quickly after the hearing.
I'll be acquitted because I did not do this. Isaiah's just concerned about his son, and he's just very thankful, as always, to law enforcement. They've been wonderful with him, protecting him.
While Valerie and Isaiah soaked up the limelight, Valerie's family mostly stayed clear of it. But there was one run-in with the media where her father made his stance clear.
I guarantee you my daughter is innocent of this. It will come out in court. This guy that she's involved with is a wacko psycho.
Despite the overwhelming evidence against Valerie, the defense was steadfast in maintaining her innocence. They believed that there was zero evidence that proved Valerie had paid John $7,000 with the intention of having someone killed, and that the statements she made on the recordings were nothing but fantasies. These fantasies didn't reflect her true character or her intentions, but were merely caused by the many medications affecting her mental health. They also felt that John was the true instigator when it came to the murder-for-hire plot. He wouldn't stop bringing it up, constantly pressuring Valerie for her input.
What do you want to talk about, Colin? What do you want to talk about?
Who do you want to go first? They or her?
Why are you asking me?
What do you want me to do?
I don't give a... Do whatever you want.
They also found it significant that after learning that Isaiah had been killed, Valerie wasn't relieved. Rather, she showed signs of regret when the police weren't there.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm going to go to hell and my prosecutor hated me.
She even explicitly says that she thought it was never going to happen.
Well, you knew this was going to happen. What do you want me to do?
I didn't believe you. I never believe you. You lied about everything. I really can't believe this. Like, I thought you were calling.
The defense also found it peculiar that when Valerie allegedly paid John to hire a hitman, he waited several months before contacting the authorities. Valerie gave him the money in February, but John didn't contact the authorities until months later, in May. Was John really the innocent one in this situation? If this case went to trial, the defense planned to pose this same question to the jury. However, there would be no need, because
So Brody must have just took the little 7 bands and just pocketed it. Okay, I get it, I get it. Hey, shout out to him, man. He's 7 bands more richer. I would have did the same thing. Feel me? 7 band. Give me that.
As in a surprising turn of events,
Give me
the
that.
prosecution team offered Valerie a plea deal. It was an offer that she couldn't refuse. Her 2 murder-for-hire charges were dropped, and she only pled guilty to 1 count of obstruction of justice. Her sentencing took place in October of 2021. Although the plea deal called for a 5-year sentence, she was only sentenced to 4, with 2.5 already served. In other words, Valerie would be free in only a year and a half. She was able to speak to the court, stating, "I'm apologizing from the bottom of my heart. I can't believe that I allowed myself to get to that place, that dark place." Valerie has since been released from prison. She resigned from her career as a police officer and now works as a personal trainer, still based in Oceanside, New York. Isaiah continues to work his sales job at Caterpillar and lives in the Bronx in New York City. As for John Daruba, he is currently based in Queens, and according to his LinkedIn, he has reignited his passion as a self-employed actor.
Damn. Yeah, man. So like I said, that's crazy. Can't believe she got off real light, but hey, it is what it is, man. She a female. They said she was going cuckoo, but yeah, man. To the next one, man. 071D Smoke. We finna be doing a whole bunch of reactions, so just tune in and fuck with me. Let's get it.